Welcome to the weekend edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs, the most hardcore bodybuilding supplements on the market. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Friday, December 12th, 2014, and let's get to it. Sean Clarida is back in action, preparing to climb the 212 ranks in 2015. At just 5'2" and around 150 pounds on stage, Clarida has deservedly earned himself the reputation as one of the best small men in bodybuilding, and he may just be the owner of the sport's most appropriate, although seriously overused nickname, the Giant Killer. After winning his pro card at the 212 NPC Nationals, Clarida took off 2013 to add some size and then had a nice rookie year in 2014, where he competed at the New York Pro and Toronto Super Show. From head to toe, the Giant Killer has all the necessary pieces to battle it out with anyone in the 212 division. But if he's ever going to be considered a legitimate threat on a pro stage, he has to keep packing on the size to compete with the junior mass monsters lurking at the top of the division that go by the names Lewis, Correa, and Raymond. After completing the year with 4 top 10 finishes and a career best showing on the Olympia stage, Fred Biggie Smalls has quietly turned himself into one of the most improved athletes in bodybuilding. Earlier in the week, Smalls released a little behind-the-scenes footage, giving us a sneak peek at what he's doing this offseason to keep his massive guns growing. Over the last few years, Smalls has been scratching and clawing his way up the pro ranks, and coming off what has to be considered the best season of his career thus far, it looks as though the most popular entertainer in the business isn't quite done yet and looks to be attacking 2015 as hungry as ever in search of his first pro victory. Brandon Curry has announced that he'll be taking his talents to Columbus, Ohio to make his 2015 debut when he steps on stage at the Arnold Classic. This will be Curry's third appearance at the Arnold, and in both of his previous appearances, he managed to secure top 10 finishes. Curry has been blessed with some of the craziest shape and proportions in bodybuilding, but the inescapable question that's haunted him throughout his career is, which Brandon Curry will show up? Curry is entering his 5th season as a pro, and so far, we've only seen him be able to really hit his mark once at the 2013 Arnold Brazil, where he beat out Tony Freeman for an impressive win. This year's Arnold lineup appears to be stacked with talent, but if Curry can put all the pieces together, he could easily find himself battling it out in the first call-out. After deciding to take the rest of the year off following his overall victory at the NPC Pittsburgh Championships, Jason Janoff appears to be putting his extended offseason to good use. Janoff posted a video earlier in the week easily crushing a pair of 160-pound dumbbells for reps as he tries to pack on more size to fill out his enormous frame. Right now, Janoff is currently tipping the scales at nearly 280 pounds and is planning to step back on stage at next year's North American Championships, which is being held in his hometown of Pittsburgh, PA. If Janoff could bring the same level of shredded conditioning we've seen from him in the past, along with some added size, he has a very good chance to find himself as the last man standing on stage. And we know what that means. The bodybuilding world is full of inspirational stories about athletes who have been forced to overcome extraordinary circumstances on their road to success. But perhaps there may not have ever been an athlete that's had more determination and willpower than IFBB pro Chris Dim. Just months after a career-best 12th place finish on the Olympia stage, Dim suffered an aortic aneurysm that nearly cost him his life. Then, in a subsequent surgery in 2012, Dim became paralyzed from the waist down and given less than a 1% chance of ever walking again. But despite all his setbacks, that hasn't deterred the unbreakable spirit of Dim, who continues to rehab and fight each and every day as he continues to defy the odds. After nearly 2 years of exhausted efforts, Dim has regained some of the feeling back in his legs and has vowed to his family, friends, and supporters that not only will he walk one day again, he fully intends to squat. Chris truly embodies the spirit of a champion, and we here at Muscle in the Morning would like to wish him continued success on his road to recovery. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs, the most hardcore bodybuilding supplements on the market. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. And for full quotes and Muscle in the Morning bonus features, Join Muscle in the Morning's official Facebook page. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And remember to follow us on Twitter and Facebook.